Hello and welcome to the RadioTimes.com Soap Awards prediction series. I'm Helen Daly.
And I'm Lewis Knight.
As I'm sure you all know, the vote is now open for the RadioTimes.com Soap Awards sponsored by Inspired Villagers. You can vote in 6 categories. Today we're going to go into the biggie, the nominations for Best Soap, to discuss the runners and riders. The nominees are Coronation Street, EastEnders, Emmerdale, and of course Hollyoaks. Lewis, it's the biggie, it's the one that everyone wants to win. Where do you start? Who's standing out for you?
Well, I feel like the vote for Best Soap is always going to be the closest, the most unpredictable, not the easiest to call at all. I think naturally I tend to probably be most drawn towards the likes of EastEnders, who have had such a fantastic critical reception over the last 18 months. It's been really riding high, especially with the 6, so many big high profile storylines. But then I also can't not think about the likes of Coronation Street. It still remains the most highly rated, most watched soap. So there are so many factors to be drawn into it. And again, so many heartrending storylines as well. It's really going to be a tough call, I think.
I think if we start with EastEnders, as you say, a phenomenal year. I think you can't really ignore how massive EastEnders has been this year. We've had the 6. We've had a very, very interesting storyline with the Knight family, the child farm storyline, which I don't think has ever been shown on soaps before.
No, not to that extent. I don't think to go into that detail, and also to kind of examine issues around kind of ethnicity as well that have come into it, and kind of, again, all these secrets that have come out. Again, it's with lovable characters at the centre and just felt so believable. I think that really was a testament to EastEnders.
We've also had, Whitney and Zach's drama surrounding baby.
There's been a lot.
We've had an IVF journey. We've had, countless. So we've had characters running the marathon.
Characters running the marathon. The storylines with kind of each of the individual 6 members as well in the build up to the big Christmas day have all been really powerful. So I think it's been a real testament to the ship that Chris Crenshaw has been steering at EastEnders. It's been really riding high over the last year.
I think it's safe to say it's got, it's going to be riding high. It's going to face some tough competition though from the likes of Coronation Street. Another fantastic year. We've had a serial killer on the loose.
Soap fans love a serial killer, and I think Stephen was that perfect mix of camp, scary, funny, everything. He was just like so believable and oddly rootable. But like, I think Corrie really milked that story for all it's worth, and it did so brilliantly, building up to a fantastic climax.
Yeah, earned a few nominations in our awards.
Exactly, well-deserved ones, I'd say.
Absolutely. We've also had the motor neuron disease storyline, which has been incredibly powerful. Yeah. Difficult to watch, but incredibly powerful.
Paul is such a lovable character, and I think that journey, again, so the soap had to take its time with it, and it has done it so well. We've seen every step along the road for Paul and his family and loved ones, and I think they've just handled that so well, and Peter Ash has really offered such a fantastic performance as Paul.
Powerhouse performances in Corrie, powerhouse performances in Emmerdale. I think, storylines that spring to mind, we've got Tom and Belle, we've got Rona and Marlon's journey with baby.
Yeah.
We've had the massive stunt, of course. Can't forget
How
the
can we
stunt.
forget that? Stunt week, massive. I think that cliffhanger crash, huge. Aaron Shock Return was the same week
Aaron Shock
as well.
Return, of course.
Fantastic new additions as well. Can't not mention Ruby. What a troublemaker. Fantastic character to bring all sorts of light and shade to Emmerdale, which is exactly what you want from a soap.
And we've had shock deaths with Rishi, something that was kept secret even from us.
Yeah, we did not see that coming. I don't think anyone saw that coming, and it hit home all the more and felt all the more real. And I think it was so easy for viewers to kind of like buy into the grief that Jay was feeling, because as viewers, you'd feel aggrieved. That just came out of nowhere.
Another, phenomenal year for Emmerdale, undeniably. And last but certainly not least, you've got Hollyoaks. It's gone through a lot of changes recently, but it's come out fighting.
Come out fighting with big, bold storylines, conversation-starting storylines. It's gone digital. It's probably been making the most revolutionary changes, I think, for a soap. Again, create conversation. That big stunt week that they had as well towards the start of the year, all over social media, shock deaths, shock twists for like all of the favourite characters.
Shock returns, everything.
Shocks galore. And I think, Hollyoaks knows how to start a conversation. And I think this year it's done an exceptional job of doing that.
I think it's safe to say every soap has been pulling its weight, and it makes the genre better. It makes the genre richer when everyone's firing on all cylinders.
Exactly, and it makes all of them want to up their game, but it also shows once again that like you can't underestimate soap as a genre. Like it tackles so many issues that you won't get anywhere else, and people won't feel as attached to characters, I don't think, in any other genre either.
I think it's really an exciting time to be a fan of soaps because, you know, people do look down on soaps sometimes, but they've come out fighting this year. They're getting incredible viewer numbers, incredible storylines, BAFTA-winning performances, quite simply. It's a great time to be a soap fan.
It's a great time to be a soap fan, and yeah, I think once again I think soaps is the nation's TV genre.
It's certainly ours.
It certainly is.
So I think it's safe to say you need to vote for your favourite because anyone could win, right?
Anyone.
The vote is open until 10th of June, so still plenty of time to get your votes in. Make sure your favourite wins by visiting radiotimes.com/soap awards right now.